We are actually rolling.
We are? We're live?
We are. But I don't know if we're actually doing this now or not.
I'm here. Are we gonna start?
Yeah, we're starting. All right, everyone. Welcome to the JoeSicaTalk with your favorite JoeSicans here. I'm Andy, and I'm joined by Matt and Tyler and Matt's
Hello.
whole family. Today we got a bunch of topics for you, and we're just gonna dive right in here with whatever you guys want to start talking about. I just got back from Zachary's Chicago-style pizzeria, and that was some deep dish, boy. That was some deep dish, boy.
So you get deep dish Chicago-style pizza in San Francisco?
Yeah. It was
Yes,
like, I've actually
I've
never had deep dish before, I don't think. It was like my first
Like-
experience.
Pizza stew.
It's like lasagna that's pizza.
It's like a disgrace to Italians everywhere. Your
Yeah,
thoughts,
I don't know.
Matt?
I don't know if I'm a huge deep dish person, but it was pretty good. It was basically just like pizza with tons of shit piled on top of it. And that's why I had to take a 20-minute bathroom break before we started too.
Lots of cheese.
Yeah, I told them to go light on the cheese too.
So Rick and Morty comes on tonight.
I know. I'm excited
What
for
time?
that.
It turns out it's not till 11:30 p.m.
Fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Eastern time. So that's like, I don't know, math, 3 hours, 8:30 your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can catch it. Though I'm
Oh, I'm gonna catch it.
how are you gonna watch it though?
What do you mean? On AdultSwim.com.
Oh, right.
I sent you
said
guys
that.
a link.
You
Yeah.
did say that. So they are streaming it online?
Yep.
Oh, word.
And it's like it's Mad Max themed, I think. It's the second episode of season 3.
So did it start last week, or are they just like starting with the second episode?
Well, they did the first episode as an April Fool's Day joke. They're like, we're gonna release
Right.
the first episode, and then they did, and that was a joke. Because everyone thought it was just a joke. The joke was it wasn't a joke.
Yeah. I heard that like McDonald's actually sent them like a ton of Szechuan sauce too.
Yeah, did you read the note? I'll read it to you if you're interested.
I'm interested. I didn't read it. I just like laughed at it while I was scrolling.
All right, so they sent a package in to Justin Roiland, one of the co-creators, from Dimension C1998M, and the Szechuan sauce. It was like a half gallon of Szechuan sauce. It says, for use in McDonald's restaurants, C98M during limited promotional window, and then maybe again 20 years later. Do not serve to mad scientists traveling with their teenage grandson. Potential non-scientist versions of mad scientists from an alternate dimension and or Jerry. And then they included a note that said, it took us months, but we finally brought back some Szechuan sauce. We'll spare you the physics, but it turns out Dimension 1998M is a dimension where it's always 1998. No,
Yeah.
it's a weird, scary place.
Hi, Rob.
Uh,
So
but-
next weekend.
oh,
Matt's like having a conversation with his family right
that's
now.
like...
I can play on the phone. It's okay. I don't care. This is nothing.
This is nothing.
Well, no. What about next weekend? No, I don't care. Talk about it now.
I'll post a picture of the Szechuan sauce when I'm editing the video.
Just say some weird shit. Skeeve Matt out.
I already sent him some weird pictures earlier.
I
That's-
don't. Money
That's
right
pretty
now.
cool that they did that. I kind of want to just listen to what Matt's saying.
Yeah, let's listen to Matt. This week's this week's vlog.
Shit.
Just Matt doing things and us commenting on Matt's life. Oh, looks like he's going inside now.
Jazz, hey,
Oh, he's talking to the dog.
hey, come here. Jazz, come here. Come here.
He's crawling around on the kitchen floor now.
He is 26 years old.
Parents' kitchen.
Oh, I thought I didn't bring my checkbook, but
He didn't bring his checkbook.
Well,
Just in.
just whenever.
I'll remember it next week.
He will remember it next week, he says.
He won't. He's lying.
Now he's getting
He's
a cup of
thirsty now.
water.
Oh,
Don't spill it, Matthew.
make sure you hydrate. Ooh, he was thirsty on that one.
Did you see that episode of Sunny? It's like A Day in Frank or whatever.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel like this is that episode, but with Matt.
From Frank's perspective,
Yeah.
except Matt is more like Michael Scott.
I almost got the Reagan's cake.
Thanks. I actually bought it for myself. There's no one
Hey, Rob.
Jay,
this week.
well, why did you do that?
Because I knew we were celebrating.
I was going.
Dad was supposed to leave. Why is he still screwing around?
Whose birthday is it?
It's Rob's
It
birthday.
was my
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. Thanks. Well, thank you.
Well,
Birthday
Is that what the check was for, Matt? You're gonna write him a nice check for his
No,
birthday?
that's
card. Write me a check.
I don't know what I wrote.
Check his walls. All his money's in his walls.
Yeah, he doesn't have a checking account.
Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, I already bought myself a cake.
I was going to get you one. You should have done that. I wanted to surprise you.
Well,
But then I used to, we're going to Renaissance Fair and I figured you already eaten a ton of cake.
I almost stole a cake.
I could honestly watch this for an hour.
Yeah, I think this is good. Quality content.
Got you.
Quality content.
There we got it.
it was like
Didn't
it was 5 minutes of you reading about McDonald's, and I was like, I'm just gonna go do stuff.
you like
When you actually read it, it's pretty funny.
Oh, I like those. I don't know. One time she made like a really good either chocolate cake or chocolate cookie, whatever that.
I was puppy sitting this week, but we just gave the puppy back today.
Whose puppy was that?
Meg's friend. She's a stay-at-home mom, but her kids are the same age as the two boys that Meg nannies for. So they went down to New York City for a couple days, and we watched the dog in the pool. So I'm super tan for a Polish
Oh,
boy.
so you like hung out over at their place.
Yeah, yeah. But we had the puppy at our place, but we'd go over there every day to just check on the pool.
Jeez, this stupid kid wasted 2 hours of our lives.
No, more than 2 hours.
4 hours.
He wasted like 4 hours.
We wasted 4 hours of our lives.
How much did the detergent cost? I might buy
The,
some.
the thing cost $4,000.
4,000?
It was an air freshener,
Oh my gosh!
air purifier.
Holy cow!
It was,
Yeah, that's definitely a multi-level marketing thing. Pyramid scheme.
Mom, Tyler says that he probably bought he spent money, and that he had to be able to make ends pay it off.
Probably.
Yeah,
It's probably a pyramid scheme.
he probably had to
I don't know if Matt knows what a pyramid scheme is.
Yeah.
And they promised me if I gave them other people. They were going to give me this other little thing.
That was a pyramid scheme. They were gonna get you to do stuff. That's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, well.
They're gonna get him their mom to sell someone else.
Oh, well, I see. Boy, I'm going to say no next time. No.
I'm sorry, Joanna. I'm live streaming with Tyler and Andrew.
Hi, Joanna.
You go see now.
Let's go visit your dad.
His head's fucking dead.
Why is everyone at your house right now?
Rob came home for the Renaissance Fair because we went there yesterday with Matt, Allison, and Dylan. And it was also his birthday on Thursday.
I see Dylan all the time. I take pictures of him secretly.
Yeah, and if you go to the Park Ave Fest in Rochester next weekend, he'll be there selling artwork and stuff.
Oh, he does artwork?
Yeah, he does prints.
Oh, is he a photographer?
Huh?
Is he a photographer?
Oh, well, no. He does graphic art.
He does what?
Graphic art.
Bathroom art.
Oh. Like toilets and showers and stuff?
Bathroom art.
Cool.
So, where's my car from? This is my life.
Are we going to document your drive?
This is a documentary called Inside the Damiano Household.
Currently, I'm at war with Joanna, I guess, because she wants to kill me. All because I said, say hi to Tyler, and
as long as she doesn't want to kill me.
It was supposed to be funny. I didn't think she was gonna have a freak out about it.
You should just do it again really quick right before you leave.
Dude, she would kill me. She would actually kill me.
Yeah, but say Andy. Say Andy this time. Don't say Tyler.
Because she's in her pajamas right now. She doesn't want to talk to anybody.
Well, I don't blame her. I'm also in my pajamas.
I'm not in my pajamas. You were in your pajamas earlier, Tyler, and it was a different pair of pajamas. You just
I know.
You got day pajamas and then night pajamas.
That's my Sunday outfits. I thought you left, Matt. What are you doing now? He's back in the house.
No, it isn't.
It's like Nightcrawler starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
I guess
AKA.
I'm just gonna hide here and watch Breaking Bad.
Why? Why are you gonna watch?
Is
Huh?
outside.
Oh, she is? Are you scared of her?
Wait a second.
Do you watch Rick and Morty, Matt?
Yeah.
Do you know what the Szechuan sauce is all about?
Yeah.
Oh, it just wasn't funny to you?
Well, I didn't want to read an essay about it or
Would you prefer I sent it to you?
I guess.
Nah, I'm good.
See, Andrew, this is illegal. If we show this on.
That's what I thought you meant. We were thinking about doing this podcast during Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And I thought the idea was that we would literally just film it and then watch it together.
You actually can film it the way Matt's filming it.
Really?
Yeah, if you are filming the TV or the computer, it's fine. It's not copyrighted.
That's interesting.
What about bootleggers though?
Yeah.
Like it could be against the policy of the movie theater, but like like if they're bringing a camera into the movie theater. But if you can see it on TV or the internet and you videotape it, you're good. YouTube can't flag it. That's why there's so many like bootleg concerts, but the sound quality is crap.
Put the phone away.
That's interesting.
No, don't do it. That was wrong. That was wrong. I would not. If I'm looking through the keyhole of someone in the bathroom. That's what it is. Who's that?
I'm talking to my friends.
Then go away and talk to them.
Did they just tell you to go away, Matt?
Yeah.
My dad said it was like looking at somebody in the bathroom.
Oh, well, we're not even 16 anymore. We're 26. It feels like we're 16 all over.
Just
All right, what do you got for us now, Matt?
Huh?
What do you got for us now?
What do I got for you? Like what?
Yeah,
Like
do something funny.
Do something. Do something crazy.
I'm gonna just hang out here and watch Breaking Bad.
Get in a fight.
Which episode, Matt?
Can you hear them at all?
No, what are they saying?
Joanna's like,
I feel like they're mad that Matt is talking to us, which is hilarious.
Update us, Matt.
they're talking about me.
Are you going out there? Oh, he's being sneaky.
Just slide your phone under the door, Matt.
I hear yelling.
Are your ears burning, Matthew?
They're like calling me like I don't even know.
What would you guess?
I don't think they're talking about that Evan Biederman guy.
Oh, yeah. The salesman.
Andrew, if you don't know the situation, so this guy we know the Biedermans, like they lived in our neighborhood for like I've known Garrett Biederman, and like he called my mom saying like, oh, I like, hey Mrs. Damiano, is it okay if I come and do like a sales pitch to you? I'm trying to sell like air purifiers. And like my mom like naively said yes. What it turned into was this dude named Evan Biederman, who's like 19 years old.
Garrett Biederman's brother.
Huh?
Garrett Biederman's brother.
Yeah. He brought like this stranger. It was him and some strange woman, like in my parents' living room. Like my dad came home and saw this guy, like they were like doing like a demonstration with like a washing machine, and they were like in our house for like an hour and a half, and like
Where did they get a washing machine from?
it was like a crank. It was like a little crank thing filled with water that I think would catch like air particles or something like that and purify the air. I think it was some like simple machine thing. But like it came to a point where my dad like wanted dinner, and they were like, "Oh, we got to show you one more thing," and my dad was like, "No, get out of our house." And we had like a family dinner tonight, like we cooked out and stuff, and my mom brought it up. We came to the consensus that my mom was stupid for ever accepting the family to come or like to let Evan into the house, but like me and Rob and my dad think that Evan, this guy's he's like a scumbag because like what he talked about on the phone did not reflect what he was actually there to do. Like he made it sound like this quick 15-minute demonstration that turned into like an hour and a half. And Joanna is defending his personality because we're being intolerant and we're judging him for his choice of career. But we also know that this kid is like 19 years old, and it's not like he's being forced into being a salesman. Like it was his choice to do this, and Joanna's like still like upset about that. Like I called him a scumbag. Rob, like he just can't take it anymore.
And then you made her say hi to me.
Yeah.
Always something going on in the.
Unless you're ready to get kicked out of a house, you shouldn't be doing door-to-door sales. You know, that's just part of the job.
Yeah.
Salespeople have to be pushy. So.
Oh, I gotta move my car.
Back into the gauntlet.
All right, let's go move your car.
What time next weekend in Rochester?
No, she's talking about Sunday. That's really easy.
Oh, that's from like noon to 6.
Well, yeah, Matt can always leave early. I think do it here maybe.
Oh, Rob's birthday? No, I don't know. Yeah, we can go there from like noon to 2, have a few beers, then come back here. This has turned into like a my show now.
I love it.
Why are you showing like a hygienist?
Oh, I thought it was a dentist. Just imagining this, your dad looking like this, yelling at you for talking on the phone.
I probably shouldn't say people's names, should I? You know what? I don't care.
I mean, it's called JoeSicaTalk, so that is a first and last
I know.
name.
The show where we slander as many people as we can.
You know, I have this thing for my phone too, so I can like have it perched up like this.
A selfie stick?
Not a selfie stick, but like.
Oh, in your car, you mean?
Yeah.
Are you stuck in your car now?
Your signal's fading out for me.
Uh-oh.
All right, there we go.
What is going on?
There he is. Go back in the house, Matt. You'll have better service.
Yeah, go back in the house.
Yeah.
We want to learn more about your family. That brings me back so much to like when we were younger.
hmm
Is Joanna still upset? Yeah, for sure. So I'll meet you in Rochester or something, or you're gonna come back Friday? Okay. Oh, okay. Yep. See you next weekend.
Bye, Rob.
Hi, Rob. Where are we now, Matthew?
We're back in the
Uh-oh. Tell us what you're doing.
Breaking Bad zone.
I feel like you broke bad at 26 years old.
Am I missing something here? I mean, didn't you already try that?
Yeah.
I mean, Paul told me, and you took
Oh, there's Saul Goodman. I can hear him very clearly.
10 million, that was the asking price, right? Barely.
Did you have any
Oh, I see
any
what you-
specific topics you wanted to touch on, Andrew?
I had like a bunch of stuff prepared, but I'm kind of just enjoying watching Matt be his self.
No, Angie, go talk about one of your topics.
All right, well, I was going to talk about, you know, TJ Miller's leaving Silicon Valley, right?
He left Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, are you planning on watching it, Tyler?
You can tell me.
Well, it ends basically in the season finale, like he goes to like Tibet monastery or whatever to get
Thanks for the spoiler.
you've seen it.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't?
I haven't finished the. I know he left. I didn't finish. Fucking show.
Okay, well I won't tell you. You don't know what happens in Tibet.
Yeah, but now I know he's going to Tibet.
Yeah, he does go to Tibet. But
Matt,
anyways,
you've ruined every movie and game and video game series. So.
yeah, that's true. That was coming to you.
I got a Wikipedia.
The way they write him off is not like a permanent way. It's just like oh he's here right now type of thing. But I don't know. Like I watched some of the interviews he did, because like everyone's been pissed at him about it, right? And like the way he talks about it is like he thought that it would be the best for the show, and like he says he was getting too repetitive with his jokes and stuff. Like no one actually wanted Erlich Bachman there, and he jokes like his main joke is that like he left this successful show in like the peak of its success to go make the Emoji Movie.
It's like the B movie of 2017.
Yeah. So
Is
I
he
don't
the
know.
main character?
No, he's like a side character, but he's like kind of the comedy relief. Like he's kind of the funniest character.
The Emoji Movie has a 1.4 out of 10.
Oh, in the Emoji Movie, yeah, he's the main character in that.
Oh yeah, no, I know who Erlich Bachman is.
He was like, no, it's not really a thing about not having enough time to do Silicon Valley because I just made the Emoji Movie. So I don't know. He's got kind of a weird thought process, but like talking about the Emoji Movie, like what the hell's going on there? Like I don't
They've done
understand.
everything.
I don't understand like how that is made into a movie. It's Sony Pictures Animation, and it came out on
Is
Friday.
this what you're studying? Are you going to grad school for this, or what?
What? Movies? Yeah.
To make the next emoji movie?
Emoji.
Dude, that's the thing. That's actually what I wanted to check, though. Hold on. We'll check this live. So it came out on Friday, right? And it had a $50 million budget. $50 million to make that movie. Can you imagine, like, the executives being like, you know what we should sink our next $50 million into? The fucking Emoji Movie. Like, who thought that was a good idea?
With TJ Miller on board, how could you go wrong?
But the thing is, it's still not as bad as Valerian, who, like,
Dude,
that movie...
I was going to talk about that, too. I think that's not
I
true.
Huh?
I saw Valerian, and I actually liked it.
No, I know it's not bad, but I'm saying about, like, the opening weekend. Like, they sunk $250 million into it, and its opening weekend was, like, really bad. Like, I'm sure it's, like, a great movie. I'm probably gonna see it, but, like, it's not like living up to the potential, like, the expectations that they set for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, that flopped really hard. It's like
Yeah.
a fully CG movie, and
Yeah.
super expensive and not a very good return at the box office. I was actually going to transition into that, though, like after the Emoji Movie, because like there's kind of a weird thing that's going on between like shit movies and then like Valerian wasn't a very good movie, but it was really creative and different, and it was really nice looking, and like this, it was just the script that was kind of crappy, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas
I don't know how movies get so far with such a lousy script, because you're supposed to write the movie before you start animating it, you know?
yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know how that happens either. But like, I don't know. When I first saw it, I didn't really like it that much, but then like I thought on it a bit, and now I kind of like it. Like I would rather pay money to see that than like fucking Fast and Furious 19 or whatever. You know what I mean? Nothing against Fast and Furious though. All right, I want to check the Emoji Movie's box office for the weekend, the opening weekend though.
I saw Dunkirk last night.
Oh, was that any good?
It's amazing.
It's Chris. I like Christopher Nolan for the most part, so.
You have to see it in IMAX though.
Really?
It's, I mean, like you can see it in a regular theater, but like IMAX, that is gonna win Oscar for best like sound mixing. It's so good. It's like so.
I feel like there hasn't been a war movie in a while too, like a World War II movie.
Like the thing is, like as a war movie, it's like I'm not gonna give anything away, but it's not like heroic at all. It's very like I feel like reality based. Like if you have like a fear of drowning, like this movie will scare the shit out of you. Like it doesn't make war look fun at all. Like how most movies make war look. Like it's very like good.
Just depressing and.
Yeah, it's like super depressing and like painful to watch, but I really liked it.
Yeah, it seems weird for Christopher Nolan to go from like he did the Batman movies, which are not based in reality, and then he did Inception, and then he did Interstellar, and now he's doing a historical war movie. So
yeah, that is kind of a weird jump from the like surreal type of things that he does. I want to see it. I heard it was good.
Yeah. So what were you looking up, Andy? The Emoji?
The box office, and this is crazy. Listen to this. So Dunkirk is the number one for the weekend. Not really a big surprise there, but it fought for that number one place with the Emoji Movie. The Emoji Movie made like 26 million this weekend, and Dunkirk made 28 million. That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking
That is
crazy.
crazy.
So like
That is crazy.
I had a really good feeling that that was gonna happen. Like I had a really good feeling that the movie was still gonna make money, and I just don't understand the phenomenon, because now they're just gonna keep coming out with stupid movies like that because they keep making money. So it's like this.
Well, that's
It's like, I mean, I think that they're taking that, like, what is the saying? There's no such thing as bad publicity. And, like, they figured out some genius way to manipulate that by making, like, the crappiest movie that they can think of and just, like, riding this tidal wave of negative publicity. That's what it seems like.
like aiming for a cult classic type thing.
Yeah, it seems like they're purposely like trying to like dumb down like Hollywood movies almost. That's like this
It's like
impression. I've gotten.
Idiocracy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be ass. Yep, it's kind of been going that way for a long time though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I haven't even really kept up.
And animation is like more expensive than like live action too.
Just because of the time it takes.
Yeah, it
Okay.
takes more time, and they need like more professionals, like animators and all those people that they have to bring in.
All right, good night. See you next week.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And my mom says bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
So do you guys have any thoughts on like this quantity versus quality thing that's going on? I mean, it's been going on for a long time, but I mean, I think even I would go so far as to say like Pixar is having a decline. They're like making Cars 4 or whatever. And Disney is like rebooting all of their franchises into a live action like trilogy or whatever.
Well, I mean, like that's like in the animation world,
True.
which is like all like that's pretty much like a market. Like the movies themselves are like they hire like really good filmmakers and artists to produce these movies, not because they like love emojis, but like how much merchandise they can sell. Like they don't care about so much as, and like same with like Cars 4. It's not because they love the Cars series, because it's a money grab. So I don't feel that nervous about like the film industry, because as long as there's like filmmakers like Christopher Nolan making movies like Dunkirk, like I feel I feel like that the movie industry is pretty safe with artists like him, like directors like him still at the helm, controlling like what kind of movies get made, and like having the integrity to make great films. Now, I'm not gonna be the kind of guy that goes and sees Kung Fu Panda 5, but like, you know, like I enjoyed Big Hero 6, knowing what I was going into. Like, it's a kids movie, obviously, but like I nobody forced me to see it. I went in there willingly. So, I mean, like, parents and kids, like if a kid wants to go see Cars 4, that's their choice. But I'm not gonna question like the film industry's integrity because of their choice to just like make, like if all their choice, if they created like an original film, like an original animated film every year, like that would be great. But they don't, because they're not trying to be original. They're trying to make money.
It's interesting you bring up Christopher Nolan as somebody that's like still keeping originality alive in Hollywood, because there's a lot of people who, well, maybe not so much anymore, but I feel like when I was kind of learning about Hollywood and with directors and everything, that a lot of people didn't like Chris Nolan, probably because of the Batman series or for whatever reason.
I think it was like a hipster thing to like hate him at first. They're like, oh, the guy that made like Memento and
So I thought
Batman.
Memento was great, but then Batman. I mean, from what I heard, he made Batman in order to fund Inception, which is like, I think, kind of cool. You
Oh,
got to
really?
do what you got to do to keep. That's what I heard.
That's interesting.
Well, even if that's true, like he still made like an amazing trilogy and take on the Batman series, which frankly suffered for like, I know people like love the Adam West Batman. I honestly hated, like I shouldn't say I hated it because I never watched it, but just like as somebody who doesn't like the campy like 50s style of things anyways, like I'm never gonna watch that shit. So we needed like a good serious Batman. I'm Adam, like I think Adam Keaton's or Michael Keaton, sorry, Michael Keaton's Batman was good, but Christopher Nolan's Batman or Christian Bale's Batman is like what in my mind Batman should be like. I mean that's like going on like a Batman tangent, but like I like I've never hated Christopher Nolan for any of his choices. I think he's done like all the right things and like he like has earned the respect and can take on the projects that he wants to take on because he's done such a great job so far. I mean, not everything he's done is perfect. I can say the same thing about Edgar Wright and with Baby Driver. Like, Baby Driver is not that original of a concept, and yet, like, it's being talked about like it is. And it's just like a heist film with like some comedic bits. But like that's Edgar Wright's thing, is like he made like a romantic comedy that happened to happen during a zombie apocalypse. And somehow it's called original. I love Shaun of the Dead, and I love Hot Fuzz, and I kind of like The World's End, but like, I'm not gonna call Edgar Wright like original at all. I still like Baby Driver though.
Well, Tarantino, The Hateful Eight, that was a movie in the '60s, and people always like laud him, and from what I heard, I didn't even see that movie, but from what I heard, it was not up to par with the rest of everything he's done.
Yeah, I saw it. It was not as good as like Django or Bastards or the like, but yeah, I don't know. I guess take it or leave it.
So there's misses. Every big director's gonna.
I don't think Tarantino's that like he's got a style and like he's got his like my friend brought up like a good, like he asked me, like he's like, hey, who's a good director that can just like make a movie and not put their thing into it at all?
Right.
And I was like, I couldn't like think of one because all the directors.
Spielberg maybe.
Huh?
Spielberg maybe, but you can kind of tell a Spielberg film. Anyway.
I think it's like the. I mean, I haven't watched enough Spielberg movies to know exactly what his kind of directing style is, or like what kind of attributes he would put into a film. But if I was actually gonna say probably like Christopher Nolan. Like if you just gave him a script, like I feel like he would understand like the way that it's got to go, like that where it's not so much about him.
Right.
Like this Dunkirk movie that just came out, like there's nothing to it, like it was just a great film. And now if I like that, like if there's one thing that I could say about Christopher Nolan is that his style is that he makes films really well. Like he's a really good filmmaker, period. Like it's not like he's like Edgar Wright and like makes the camera operators do like these weird like transitions or like and like in between cuts. It's
flip cuts and whatnot. Yeah.
Or who else? So and Quentin Tarantino, like his films are always
non-linear and
they're like bloody and like gory purposefully. They're a little over the top. The dialogue is like very thick and like like he has a style, like very
sure.
like he sprinkles his little Tarantino bits all over movies and stuff.
And he's always in it too.
Tarantino bits.
He's always in it too. He's
Yeah.
got a cameo in everyone.
He's got a cameo. Samuel L. Jackson's always in it.
That's true.
Like, so like that's why I kind of respect Nolan more as a filmmaker, is because like he kind of like can objectively make a movie. Is that right, or subjectively? Like, he doesn't need to.
Objectively.
Yeah, objectively. Like he, like at most, like he occasionally works with like pretty consistently like the same actors, and then he has like a grand like score, like a mute by Hans Zimmer. Like
Love Hans Zimmer. Yep. Yeah, I'd say score is probably a huge part of something you see in all of Christopher Nolan's films.
Yeah.
Because it's usually Hans Zimmer.
Is that something that like hinders the story, or is that something that like makes it better?
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of every soundtrack that I've heard of his.
Yeah.
So
that's what I don't even remember what the original question was, but
well, basically just about people's perceptions of directors, and I don't remember either, but I like where you're going with it. I like hearing your input on it because I know how passionate you are about movies and stuff. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm not, like, as I said, I'm not afraid about like a dwindling I'll find entertainment somewhere from something. So I'm not worried about being too disappointed in like I don't give a shit about like how much a movie makes opening weekend. Like I'll still see Valerian. But the one thing that I'm a sucker for, and like I really like Hellboy 2, and I'm a sucker for movies where like the director and like the production team do a really good job at world building, and I feel like that's why I would like really like Valerian if I go see it, because I know that's what that movie, or like that movie is like very well designed with like character design and set design. So like if I can be immersed into the world and like kind of forget that I'm watching a movie, like you have my attention. Like, and to me, that's like a great movie. That's like a great thing that can happen. But like, the second that like I can tell I'm watching a movie and I'm out of it, like that's something to me that makes a bad movie. So like a movie like Hellboy 2: The Golden Army, it's like I think that's a great movie because how well designed it all is, and like just how much work put in all like all the little aspects to it, like all the little details. I'm a sucker for that stuff. So
I heard the term suspension of disbelief. So it's not that you believe that Avatar is real, but for a moment you think that maybe it could be real just because of the detail they put into it and the way they build the characters and everything else.
To that, my friend Emily was just in New Zealand, and she told me last week about how she went on tour on like the Lord of the Rings set in the Hobbiton, the Shire.
Oh, really?
And, like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
I
I'm jealous too.
She said that the production team, before, like 2 years before they started shooting, they went out to like the location and they planted all the plants that you see, like all the trees and the shrubs and the bushes and stuff, 2 years before they started shooting, and like let it all grow
naturally.
So it would be like natural, yeah.
That's
what they said. That's what they said in the tour, and I was like, that is why Lord of the Rings, like a great trilogy, is because that much work went into like the production of it.
Yeah,
so Meg loves The Office, and we started watching the English version of The Office, and she called it out first. She's like, that guy looks familiar. Isn't he the Hobbit? And I'm like, oh my gosh, the English version of Jim Halpert is Martin Freeman is the Hobbit.
Yeah.
It's just
Really?
weird to see him. Yeah, it's really weird
I
to
did
see him
not
in
know
role.
that.
Yeah, check it out.
I've seen it. Yeah, I knew that. Martin Freeman is he plays Bilbo in Lord of the Rings or in the Hobbit.
Martin Freeman's in like almost everything except for Harry Potter. I remember, I forgot what show I was on, but he said like he was angry that he wasn't in Harry Potter because he was like one of like 2 Brits that like wasn't in Harry Potter.
Not even for a little cameo or something.
Yeah.
Small role.
So I should probably get going because it's almost 11, and
Yep, it's almost an hour too.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, we've been gone for over 50 minutes here.
All right. Well,
We'll walk you out
We
to
can
your
call
car,
this-
Matt.
we can call this one "Exploring the Damiano House" and talking movies.
Yeah, wait, say a bunch of movies real quick just so I can like tag them.
Dunkirk, Emoji Movie.
Christopher
I totally
Nolan, Martin Scorsese. Talk about Martin Scorsese and Spielberg and James Cameron. All right. Now they have been
Okay.
included in our podcast, and I'm gonna light them tags up, boy.
I'm gonna see you later, Joanna. Okay.
Bye, Joanna.
He's apologizing.
I can't do it also. She wanted to kill me. Oh wait, I want to go get my. Is my food in the fridge?
He's back in the house. Is it Jasmine?
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, puppy.
I just.
How old is she now? She's getting kind of old.
Yeah, she's like 13. I think it's in my car.
Bye. We're just in time for me to go to the bathroom again, so this is kind of perfect, actually.
I
Are you gonna
got.
close it?
You finished your grad school
Okay.
homework?
No.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, it's still.
I'll
got-
finish that after
Oh,
I
yeah.
watch
Oh,
Rick and Morty.
and it was.
Oh, you're gonna be up late.
Probably, yeah. So, all right, I'll write you.
Guys,
two.
well, I'm gonna go because you're.
All right,
All right.
drive safe, Matt. We'll see you in the next
Drive safe.
episode of Joe
See you
Sika
next
Talk next week, same time. Probably not, but we'll see you there. All right, thanks for
Yeah.
watching.
Have a good night.
Bye.
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 All right, that's it.
Yep.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
See you, bud.